Let's talk about one of the oldest and, frankly, most expensive headaches in project management. How do you know what's really going on when your team and your project are miles away, out in the field?
So, I've got a question for you. What do you think is the most expensive distance in the entire world? I'm not talking about shipping something across the Pacific or flying from one continent to another. It's something much, much shorter.
Believe it or not, it's the few miles between your project site and the home office. Why? Because that tiny distance is like a black hole for information. It's where communication breaks down, where data gets distorted, and where small, fixable problems silently grow into massive delays and budget-busting mistakes.
To really get why that gap is so dangerous, you have to understand that we're talking about two completely different worlds. It's the field versus the office, a great divide that has been plaguing projects forever.
Think about it like this. Out in the field, everything is happening right now. It's physical, it's immediate, it's often chaotic and unstructured. A problem happens, and it needs a solution on the spot. But back in the office, they're living in the past. They're making crucial decisions based on yesterday's paperwork and delayed reports. They're trying to manage today's reality with yesterday's news. So, the multi-million-dollar question is, how do you fix this? Well, you have to build a bridge. Not a physical one, but a live data bridge that connects these two worlds in real time and creates one single, undisputed source of truth. And that's really the whole idea behind a tool like NexPM.
And here's a look at that concept in action. Now, don't worry about the German text here. The flow is what matters. You see the technician on the left capturing what's happening on site, and that information flows instantly, creating a live, direct connection to the dashboards back in the office. No more delays, no more guessing.
It all boils down to three really simple steps. First, you capture the reality on the ground. Technicians snap photos, make notes, and log data right there. Second, that data is instantly synchronized with the central system. And third, that enables immediate action. The office isn't flying blind anymore. They can see what's happening and react in minutes, not days.
Now, once you have that real-time data flowing, you can do something incredibly powerful. You can create what's called a digital twin of your project. This is where you get to see everything, and I mean everything, instantly. So what exactly is a digital twin? Forget the fancy tech jargon. Just picture a live, color-coded map of your entire project site. It's like a virtual mirror of what's physically happening. Its job is simple, to let you spot problems the second they pop up, instead of finding out about them weeks later in some boring summary report.
And here's what that looks like. This is that bird's eye view. Again, some text is in German, but you immediately get the idea, right? Each of those circles is a task or an asset out there in the real world. The color coding tells you the status at a glance. Green is good, red is a problem. It's that simple.
But this is where the magic really happens. It's not just a static picture. You can click on any one of those points on the map and instantly drill down into the nitty-gritty details. You can see the specific task, who's responsible, and all the photos and notes attached to it. All the information you need is right there at your fingertips.
Now, what makes all of this so trustworthy? It's the evidence. Every single photo, every piece of data is automatically geo-tagged and time-stamped. This creates an undeniable, irrefutable record of what was done, where it was done, and when. Say goodbye to those he said, she said arguments. The proof is right there, captured automatically.
Okay, having all this live data is a total game changer. But what if the system could go one step further? What if it didn't just show you the data, but could actually think about it for you? Well, that's where the AI Project Manager comes into play. We're moving from just data to actual insight.
So this isn't just a passive dashboard. Behind the scenes, powerful AI algorithms are constantly analyzing that stream of data from the field. They're hunting for patterns, for anomalies, for anything that looks like a potential risk. And then they serve up proactive recommendations to the project managers.
And get this quote on the screen? That wasn't written by a human consultant. That came directly from an AI-generated status report. The system looked at the data and figured out on its own that the project was dangerously reliant on one single person. That is an absolutely incredible level of insight.
And it doesn't stop there. The AI is also flagging things like regional imbalances in the workload, spotting critical tickets that are about to miss their deadlines, and even pointing out bottlenecks in specific processes. It's basically taking this giant flood of data and turning it into a clear, prioritized action list.
So you have this incredible stream of live data, you have AI turning it into wisdom. The final piece of the puzzle is making sure the right people see the right information in a way that makes sense for them.
And this shows it perfectly.
Because let's be real, a CEO and a field supervisor need to see very different things. So on the left, you've got the strategic dashboard for top management, high-level KPIs, financials, the big picture. And on the right, that's the command center for the project leaders, with all the operational details they need to manage the day-to-day work.
So when you put it all together, the live data bridge, the digital twin, and that layer of AI insight, you finally close that expensive, dangerous gap between the field and the office. It just completely changes the game for how you build, how you manage, and how you make critical decisions.
And that leaves us with one last question to think about. When your system evolves from just telling you what went wrong yesterday to actually predicting the problems of tomorrow, are you still just managing your project, or have you finally started leading it?